Good morning, this is Chef Andros at home. Today we will be doing something very interesting, and we don't need too many materials. What I'm doing now, believe it or not, I am cooking water. I'm just boiling the water, okay? But we will make a small miracle today. So, this is lard from the pig that I bought the other day. Actually, I was given it free. I cut it in small cubes and I froze it until today. So what I will do, I will put my lard into the boiling water. It will not take very long. I just want to boil it a little bit to clean it, and later in the same casserole we are going to make lard that can be used the same way as we are using the vegetable shortening to make cakes. Now, to be honest with you, this is something very rich in cholesterol, and we don't really eat it nowadays. Now, back in my times when I was a very young child, we were using this lard extensively, and my mother used to put the lard in jars and use the fat for cooking. Also, it was used to substitute butter or margarine that they didn't exist really. So I was born 1953. We started getting good products after 1960. Before it was post-war, and it was a little bit primitive still. So what my mother used to do with this lard, she was using the fat for cooking, and also when we were hungry and we wanted a sweet, she used to take a slice of bread and spread some of the fat on the bread and put some sugar on top, and that was a sweet snack for the afternoon. Sometimes when we wanted to eat something because we were hungry, she used to spread the lard onto the same slice, or onto another slice of bread, and put some salt, and that was a savory snack. Now, what she did with the lardons, she did something very interesting. The lardons don't really contain that much of fat, but she used to salt the lardons like we are salting chips, you know, potato crisps. And we used to snack on them, and they were really very tasty. Of course, nowadays these things are not in existence. They don't exist, at least in Cyprus. And I remember about 30 years ago, when I was telling my children these stories, my son said to me, "Dad, I think that you said this stupidity again." So for the children, it was something stupid even to mention it. All right, so I will let my lardons get cleaned. What I'm doing now is cleaning the lardons, and I will drain them into a strainer here, and you will see all the procedure until the end, which is not going to last for a long time, and probably I will tell you a few more stupidities, like my son said. Okay, so we will continue later. My lardons are blanched, and I will strain them and get rid of the water, and then I will put them into the same casserole and start melting them to extract the butter or the fat. Okay, so these are almost ready. The white lard. Now I will tell you something very, very interesting. I don't know if you will consider it as a stupidity like my son did, but those crispy lardons, I told you that my mother used to sprinkle some salt, and we could snack on them. Now she did something else. She used to make a cake, a sweet cake. So she was starting a cake with a couple of eggs, probably 2 or 3 eggs, and a cup or a cup and a half of sugar, and beat it together. Then add some brandy, some baking powder, some vanilla extract or vanilla sugar, whatever she had, and then flour, and she made a paste like we are doing a cake paste. So what she did to this cake mixture, she used to add a lot of lardons and mix it together, and then bake it as a normal cake into a cake form which had a hole in the middle. I will show you later. And of course, at that time it was a primitive life, actually. We didn't have all of these goodies we have in the supermarkets today, and I can see that it started making lard. I will show you near. And all of this fat will render down the all of the fat will be rendered, and it will take some more time, and I will pause the video for a few minutes until we are ready. Okay, we are a few minutes later. Now, this is something similar to the baking tray that my mother used to make her cake. And what she did, she used to smear some fat on the sides and then dust it with flour. And you see this hole here. My mother did not have an oven, before 1958. So she had a kerosene stove that it had one burner on top, and she was using a tray which had a hole in the middle, and the heat would come through this hole here, and the lid of this cake dish had holes. It had vents around so that the moisture would escape. So there was a heat from the source coming this way, and there was heat going this way, so that the sides, these sides, they were cooking, and also from this hole the temperature came on top, and she used to bake a cake in it. Of course, we haven't used this the last years. Now we are using this modern ones that they are non-stick. But anyway, this is not our project today. And my lard is my fat is rendered. It melted, and it is about time that I will take my lardons out. I don't have any. I will not use them. I will just throw them away, because I only wanted the liquid fat, which will set and make a nice shortening, because I will show you in another video how I am going to use it. But in case you want to use it for some reason, this is the way to do it. You just blanch the fat into hot water, so that any dirt will go away, and any smell, and then you will drain it. You will put it back in the same casserole, and on a moderate fire you will let it melt. So at this moment I will turn my fire off. That's it. And I will strain my lardons. So it's these things that we were snacking with some salt. Can you hear it? Can you hear it? Actually, they smell wonderful, but I will not dare eat them, because I am on diet. I want to lose some weight. I am on diet the last 2 or 3 weeks. I already lost some weight. Hopefully I will lose some more for health reasons. For my age, I was not supposed to be as fat as I am today. It's too much. So this is our fat. I will use another sieve to pass it through into my jar. So this is the lardons that I will throw away. But my mother used to make them into a snack for the family. For the afternoon we could snack like we do for peanuts. And this is my oil. It cleared about a liter and something. So this must be 1.3 liters actually. This is how I estimate it. It is hot now. I will let it cool, and then I will put it into my jar. Let my jar cool down, and when it will set, when it will cool down, I will keep it in my refrigerator. All right. How I am going to use the the lard, I will show you on another video. So keep watching. These days we are smoking my Hero Mary. It's already in the smoker. Today is the second day in the smoker, but you will see that in another video. And keep watching, because we will be having new things happening in my kitchen. All right, Cindy, I just want to give you regards from Marley. This is Marley. Cindy, he smelled the lard. Cindy is outside, probably she wants to chase a cat. Okay, have a nice day. This is Chef Andros at home. Bye bye.